Good.
Let me actually get over here. It's easier for him to switch angles to view us both. All right. First, can you introduce yourself for us?
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
My name is Kate Higgins, and I play Sakura Haruno on Naruto.
And my name is Tom Gibis, and I play Shikamaru on Naruto.
So, did you receive the news to play your characters right before the show started, or had you known for a while?
It was a while ago. I mean, I think it was pretty much right after we had auditioned that we found out that we were on the show. The funny thing about my character was I was in the very first 3 episodes, and then it was like 3 months before I was in it again, because we did a little flashback with Naruto in his early days, and that was with Shikamaru and Choji, and then we went away. So there was like 3 months off, and did they not like me? Did they replace me? am I still on the show? And I kind of called him one day, and I was like, am I still on that show? And they're like, yes, you are, don't worry, but we're doing other things. You're not in the show yet, but when we're gonna get rolling, and all of a sudden you'll be in like every episode, and that's exactly what happens.
How about you?
Well, it was over 4 years ago, so I don't remember exactly, but I auditioned for it. Then they had a callback, which I was out of town for, and I couldn't make the callback, so I thought, well, I remember Jamie saying, well, we'll get you on the next show. But then a couple weeks later, they called and they said, you got the part of Sakura? And I was like, but I didn't even go to the callback. He said, they just wanted you. They didn't care that you couldn't make the callback. So I've always felt good about that.
Did you audition for those parts specifically? Were those your first choices?
We don't get a choice. They tell you these are the 3-4 roles, or however many, that they think that your voice is best for, and then you read them, and then they choose what you're going to get.
Yeah, I had auditioned for Choji, Shikamaru, Naruto, and I believe Sasuke. That were like the ones I did. And I actually didn't think I'd get Shikamaru. I thought, because they had me read Choji a couple of times, and I thought, oh, I think I'll get Choji. But I ended up with Shikamaru, which is really different for me, because usually I play higher-voiced, very excitable 13-year-old kids, more like Naruto type of characters. And so then I was very sort of surprised that they said Shikamaru, and I'm like, what was that guy again? You mean the guy that's kind of a little bit lower and laid back? And they're like, yeah, that guy. I'm like, okay, because that's not, I usually don't play those kind of characters, like tough guy, the sort of too cool for school character.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Was this one of your first shows? Have you voiced many shows before this? Where did you get your start would be a better question.
Well, my start was with Digimon. I did Digimon first, and I just did a couple episodes of that, and then I got on a show called Shinzo, which was with Saban Entertainment, and it aired on Toon Disney, I think, for a while. And that was like 35 episodes, and I was the lead character on that. And then I did a bunch of like just little things along the way, Marmalade Boy, and then I lucked into Naruto, which was fantastic. And then from there, I've been doing things like Buso Renkin and Prince of Tennis and Zoids and Blue Dragon, and all sorts of stuff. So it's been fun.
All right. And yourself?
I think, what is that?
There's like a contest, and then
Very, very curious.
Very interesting.
Yes. To say the
We'll have to make
least.
sure to put a note on the bottom.
I think Marmalade Boy was my first show, my first or second or third, around the very beginning. Then I did a lot of things before Naruto. I did, the problem is I can't remember the names of the shows as well as the characters.
Right.
Saber, Zephyr, Fate Stay Night.
Yes, that's a good show.
Zephyrus, what was she in?
Get out the iPhone.
You can just say the names of the characters, and during the video, we can have the name of the show at the bottom on the captions.
Okay. There's something from Tenjo Tenge.
Tenjo Tenge.
Oh, that was a good one.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
Tenjo Tenge.
Eureka 7, I was Tahoe in Eureka 7.
Oh, Tahoe?
As opposed to the short hoe. That was.
I was
Whoa.
Edit!
I really ran in there.
And then Naruto and now I'm doing Naruto and Bleach are with the same production company. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
You're
Company.
doing both?
Shonen Jump.
I'm Karine on Bleach. I'm doing C2 right now on Code Geass.
Oh, you're doing C2?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so got a few going now.
All right, those are all interesting characters from both of you.
Yes.
A lot of them I'm actually a fan of myself. And it's nice to put a face behind the voice.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
So you guys,
sure,
jump
go
in there. So you guys have worked with quite a bit of people as far as voice actors like Yuri and Ms. Platt. So you guys have been working.
We were all
together.
on Marmalade Boy.
On Marmalade
That's what's
Boy,
really
yeah,
funny.
yeah, yeah.
And
We've all kind of been on the same shows, but we don't work together, because we don't record at the same time as a group. So we don't see each other much. And sometimes you'll be like, go through a whole series and not even know who the other
actually,
people were.
exactly.
And then you'll be like, oh, you were on that? Oh, I was on that. Yeah.
It's funny because Yuri was telling us the same thing. Like, oh, we don't get enough time when we're recording, but when we're at these conventions, we get to know each other and
Yeah.
kind of hang out at
Yeah.
the same
You see
time.
them coming and going.
Yeah.
When you're
Yeah.
going in for your session, somebody's coming out and signing out, and you're like, oh, hey, hi, okay, now I'm going in the booth. But like Mary Elizabeth knows us all because she works with us all one-on-one,
Yeah.
So she's like the key to bringing everybody together.
All right, just a few more questions. I know you need to get to your meet and greet, so. What got you into voice acting?
For me, I didn't even know what it was, which is kind of just funny because it's a perfect fit career for me. But I moved to LA to do music, and I just happened to meet someone. I was doing a music session for this little cartoon as a singing squirrel, and there happened to be a woman from Disney there, and she was like, "You've got a great voice for kids stuff." And I said, "Oh, okay." So she called me to do some things at Disney over the years. And then they called me one day and they were like, "Do you want to be the main voice of the channel?" So I said, "Okay." The channel was doing promos like, "Stay tuned, we'll be right back," blah, 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 da, da, da. Little did I know that was a job that a lot of voiceover people, auditioned for years to get.
Right.
I didn't know it was a big deal, and I just kind of fell into it. And so that got me a good agent, and then directors and producers that worked at Disney Channel left and were doing anime, and that's how I kind of get into anime. So long story short, I really fell into it. I didn't even know what it was.
Right.
I was an actor. I came out to LA to pursue acting. I'd done a lot of that. I was from Minnesota and had done a lot of legitimate theater at the Guthrie Theater, the Children's Theater Company in Minneapolis. I did a lot of improv and comedy and sketch writing at a place called the Brave New Workshop in Minneapolis. And then came out to LA. And I just always wanted to do it all. I've done like corporate gigs and commercials and anything I could do acting-wise, I wanted to be involved in. And I was sort of friends of a friend with Jeff Nimoy, who is a producer and also an anime actor. And I kept hounding him about, can I come in and audition for something? And he kept saying, well, do you have any experience doing ADR stuff? I said, no. and then finally an opportunity arose where he could bring me in, and God bless him, he got me in, and they liked me, and then I just started from there. I've always had an anime show that I was working on or part of that was 2001. So that's been a nice long run. So
It's all been who you know.
it is,
Connections.
especially in voiceover world. It's a very small world. If they do auditions, it'll be amongst the people we know.
Yeah.
They don't like if they get a show, they will cast it with the people that they like to work with and use over and over and over again. So the more you can work with different companies and different directors, the more they will use you and use you and use you.
If you're fun to work with.
Yeah,
and
it's
a good
tough.
person.
It's tough to break that wall initially
Right.
to get in. And once you're sort of in, it depends on how well you do in the booth and what your voice quality is and what they think they can use you for. So
Okay, I guess to wrap this up, it'd be cool if you could say something in your character. Otherwise, this is for JapanMinute.com. So if you guys
Japan
could
what?
just
JapanMinute.com. Yes.
JapanMinute.com.
Yeah.
Let's just say something in your character's voice, perhaps a catchphrase. Let's start with you.
JapanMinute.com. You rock. Girls rock. Sasuke used to rock. Yeah!
JapanMinute.com. Okay. getting interviewed is such a drag. It is, whatever. Shikamaru Nara out.
And,
Out.